imagine you're part of a community that's flourishing, that's doing well for itself, peaceful, and everything is going well. And bam, there's an invasion. And you have to make a run for it. So you grab whatever you can grab. You also take a piece of sapphire from the fire temple that you've been worshipping and set sail to a strange land, to a place where you know nothing about, to a culture that you know nothing about. And when you do arrive at that place, you find that the people are not very welcoming. The king doesn't really want you there because he is afraid that you will cause a deviation among the people there. So he's not sure whether to let you in or not, but you're able to convince him. You give the example of sugar added to milk. It'll only sweeten the entire pot, but will not cause any disturbance or will not cause the milk to overflow. That was brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah, these people are brilliant. So from there, you arrive as refugees, and within about 1 or 2 generations, you end up being the most prosperous community in the whole of India. Yes, we're talking about the Parsis. And to know more about them, through the eyes of a Parsi, we spoke with Parsi Bilamoria. So it's over to Parsi. So today I wanted to take the opportunity to speak with you about you being a Parsi and what it... Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So you being a Parsi, and I wanted to see your community through your eyes. Now we have a lot of information on the internet where you guys land, how you assimilated and all that. But I want to know more about what a Parsi thinks about his own community through a Parsi's eyes. So that's the main thing, because that's the information that you don't find outside.
Yeah, maybe I'm not a historian or something like that, but whatever I have learned from books or people talking or our priests telling us when we attend some our fire temple places where we go and hear, listen to them.
Right.
So basically, Parsis are the followers of our Zoroastrian religion.
Mm-hmm.
This religion was started in Persia, they say.
Mm-hmm.
And that was some 1,500 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
when Persia consisted of countries like starting from Syria and all the southern Iran, and it went up to Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
So the history of Persian Empire was that our king was King Darius, and Lord Zarathustra was born there, and that is sad. And he followed a religion known as Parsi, that is Zoroastrian religion. It was not a Parsi religion; it is known as Zoroastrian religion.
Okay.
And that religion was King Darius was there. He was a very powerful king, and he introduced through Zarathustra this religion. And this religion was a fight between good and the evil. The evil was known as Ahriman. So to defeat Ahriman, people started following this religion. This good over evil. So that is the whole concept of the religion. And then it spread a lot. And today I sent you one other WhatsApp of Chinese people. They are now saying that they found 2,500 years before Christ. Due to excavation, they found a lot of things there. So maybe it might have gone to China also, that we don't know. But whatever we know from our history is this much. Now, from this Zoroastrian, what happened was when the Arabs, they invaded this country, Iran. It was known as Persia. Then they invaded and they started the country known as Iran. And that was a Muslim country.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to convert all the Zoroastrians and everybody into Muslim religion.
Mm-hmm.
So the Parsis, some Zoroastrians, they fled from that country by boat because they were very much into shipbuilding and all that. So they had big ships that they built there. So they by that ship they they just fled from there, and they landed in Sanjan, which is in Gujarat.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how those people were known as Parsis, because at that time there was a king Jadi Rana
Mm-hmm.
in India.
Mm-hmm.
That king was telling us, because we spoke Farsi language.
Mm-hmm.
So from Farsi language, it became Parsis. So
Okay.
that is how Parsis were formed in India. That
Achha. Okay.
we were that cult, or maybe those people there who went by the boats over there, landed there. So
Mm-hmm.
they were known as Parsi.
Mm-hmm.
That is how Parsis started in India. And then there are some Zoroastrians are there all over the world. Even today, people who follow Zoroastrian religion are in Russia,
Mm-hmm.
they are in Uzbekistan, they are in parts of a lot of parts. Like in Iran, also there are some Parsis. In
Mm-hmm.
Iraq, also there are not Parsis, sorry, Zoroastrians.
Mm-hmm.
They follow Zoroastrian religion, but they are not known as Parsis.
Mm-hmm.
Parsis are only known in India. They gave us the name Parsis. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
that is how it started.
But essentially, there's no difference between a person practicing Zoroastrianism in, say, in Iran versus
Yes,
the bloodline is the same, right?
bloodline is the same. Bloodline is the same. Only the name changed.
Okay.
Now, if you say Parsis in Iran, they will say no, we are Iranis. You know,
Okay.
because they are in Iran. So
Yeah.
they are saying we are Iranis, but we follow Zoroastrian religion.
Okay.
That, so that is how it is. Now,
Mm.
if you are in Russia, they will say we are Russians, but we follow Zoroastrian religion.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
Parsis are the
So
only
when
people who came to India, and
India,
the,
yes,
the the
during those times,
the name Parsi was given
during that time,
by the ruler at that time because you
by
spoke.
the ruler at that time, because we spoke Farsi language.
Okay, got it.
And so that is how. And then later on, the Iranis also came to India
Huh. So what's the
because
difference between Irani and Parsi?
so the first people who came they were known as Parsis.
Oh.
Then there were some people who were left in Iran.
Huh.
They realized that they should also come to India.
Okay.
So they followed. They were on Zoroastrians only, but they followed.
Huh.
And then when they were asked, "Who are you?" they said, "We are Iranis."
Okay.
But they are following Zoroastrian religion. But
Oh,
they were known as Iranis.
okay.
Now, the difference between Parsi and Iranis is Iranis are more into bakery, railway, and all those places. They
Right.
were the people the working class.
Okay.
Parsis were like shipbuilders or industrialists, more educated people at, during that time, they say. Now everybody is like same. Iranis, like if you see Baman Irani is a very good actor. So they all mixed into India and became like prosperous.
But
But
but they also practice Zoroastrianism, right?
yeah. They practice Zoroastrianism.
Okay.
But
So
they come over to our temple also. Everything is there. We
Acha.
go to their temple also. They have some Irani temples separate, but we go there.
Okay.
The same. It's a religion is the same.
Do you guys intermarry, Iranis and Parsis?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So we intermarry. The Parsis, Iranis are more or less same. Only thing their what language they speak is also a little different
Okay. But
than
you
us.
understand each other?
But yeah, we in India
Hmm.
nowadays we talk in Gujarati, or if
Right.
they don't talk in Gujarati, we talk in English. So Gujarati was the main language because we landed in Gujarat.
Right.
The
Right.
dialect is a little different, but it is same
I
more or
think
less
the king of
like
Gujarat.
Gujarati.
Yeah, the king of Gujarat at that time, yeah, I think, put down two conditions, right? That women should wear saris and you should be able to speak Gujarati.
That was another condition. There were a lot of other conditions.
Okay.
There were conditions like you have to stay in a bounded place. We cannot go out of those boundaries. They
Oh.
created boundaries for us, yes, and
Oh.
they gave us a certain land to till during that period.
Okay.
So and then we were told that your marriage will be done only after sunset. You cannot marry before sunset.
Huh.
So even today, we are following that custom in India,
I see.
anywhere, that our marriages will only be after the sunset, after sunsets, and we stay normally in colonies. That is how Parsi colonies were formed. Yeah. So then we used to stay in in a colony, you know,
Hmm.
in bags like Khushru Bagh in Bombay.
Right.
Mainly people then moved from Gujarat. More people moved to Bombay because Bombay was that developing during the British rule,
Right.
and being industrious people, they went from Gujarat to Bombay to settle down there and do all these activities of trading, shipbuilding, and then they had trade relations with China.
Hmm.
They did a lot of trade with China for opium at that time from
Right. Right.
India,
Right.
and opium trade and also silk trade.
Hmm.
And they were going to the Silk Route,
Hmm. Hmm.
trading to the Silk Route. By that way, Parsis became what you call very rich
Hmm.
by doing this trading with China.
Hmm.
And they brought from China, they brought embroidery things, and that is known as our saris, which are known as garas, that came from China.
And they're really
So the
expensive.
embroidery,
Right.
the sari with all the embroidery,
Right. So today, one of those saris, I believe, are very, very expensive, and it's very heavy too. I
very, very, very heavy. Those are given by our ancestral, like people give down to their girls when they marry.
Huh?
You know, it
Okay.
comes from grandmother to daughter to granddaughter and all that.
Like Zevar.
And yeah, like Zevar. It is definitely like Zevar. And some of them had gold embroideries also in their sari,
Okay.
pure gold.
Okay.
Mhm. Pure
So,
jari. It is known as jari.
so how many such saris does Mrs. Bilapuria have?
Mrs. Willie Moria has only one, which was which was given by my mother and grandmother.
Oh, I
Her
see.
grandmother used to wear it also. Yeah.
Oh,
So it is like that. And now she has it, or I don't know. She might have given it to one of the daughters. No, she has it. She says she
oh,
still has it. She has
that,
not yet given it. Yeah.
that's very good. Now, I was asking you about this intermarriages, okay, between Iranis and Parsis. Similarly, I've heard that when Parsi men marry out of the community, the children are still considered Parsis. But if women do that, they are not considered. Is that right?
Yeah, that was till now, but now things are changing
Okay.
because people are becoming more modern, and the community is diminishing.
Okay.
So what they are doing is that okay, they are saying that now they are more liberal about
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So be- because there are in India some Orthodox people are still there who won't allow,
Okay.
but here in America now people have moved to London, America, and all these places, Australia.
Right.
So now this generation they are still changing. Maybe my generation also. We I married a wife Huti,
Mhm.
which is she is a Parsi, but
Right.
my daughters they married outside, so in Indian community. So it is like now they are following Hindu religion. So that is how what is happening is sometimes the boy side religion is being followed.
Hmm.
Sometimes the girl side religion is followed. So
Hmm.
it all depends. So in my case, my daughters they are going towards Hindu religion.
Okay.
So they are following that. So otherwise, we could have gone and did the Navjot and all that. We have a Navjot ceremony,
Ceremony. Yeah.
like in Christianity, the baptism is done. In your thing, the Janoi thing is done. But
Correct.
your Janoi is only for boys. In our thing is boys and girls both can go for that.
And you wear it around your waist, right?
Yeah, wear it around our waist. It
Okay.
is made out of sheep sheep wool.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, not cotton.
No. A special sheep wool. From
Oh,
that only it is made. And yeah, so we have to order it from India. We have to.
oh,
It's not
okay.
made here.
Okay. That's interesting.
And and we wear that sadra, that white thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
it is made from malmal. It is known as malmal, very
Uh,
soft material.
okay.
Mm.
Okay.
It's like something like a banyan, but it is made of malmal cloth. It
Yes.
is very, very soft cloth.
Right. I mean, I've seen those movies like which movie was that when that
Khatta Mitha.
Khata Meetha, yeah, yeah,
In that guy wears that.
yeah,
Sadra Devan Verma, he wears that,
correct. And there's a sort of a cap also that
And,
uh,
yeah,
yes. Is it
we
also
have to wear
Ganesh?
when we pray. We
Uh-huh.
have to sorry. When we pray, we have to wear that cap
Okay. So it's
to
something
cover
like
our head when we pray.
okay. So the women of
Yes,
also put the saris around the head or no?
yeah. Women put the sari around that, or they put a scarf. They wear
Okay.
a scarf or something like that. It
Uh-huh.
is you have to cover your hair. You don't
Okay.
have to show your hair when you pray.
Okay.
You have to cover your head with that. So when you pray,
Mhm.
only that time. Normally, earlier Parsis used to wear those big caps.
Yes. Yes.
It is known as petta or pagdi. But that pagdi and feta is
Mm.
only for occasion now. When you marry or uh, at some certain occasions when you are witnessing somebody in your marriage, then you stand as a witness. At that time, you wear this traditional dress. It is
Ah.
known as dagli. It is known as a dagli
Uh-huh.
and a feta or a pagdi.
Okay.
That is what they wear.
So did you wear one during your marriage?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wore a feta,
Okay.
and a
You have
dagli.
you have a
I
photograph you
have
can
pictures.
share?
Yeah, I have a photograph. Yes, yes.
Yeah. I'd
I'll
like you.
send it to you if
Yes.
you want to post it.
Yeah, I want to post it along with it because people get an idea what it is and what it looks like. I mean, you've
Yeah.
seen Jamshedji's photograph with that big, you know,
Yes, that is known as pagdi.
acha, acha, okay.
That is that Dadabai Nauroji used to wear.
Uh,
Then uh, Jamshedji Tata used to wear.
hmm.
All those old Parsis. If you have been in Bombay,
Oh,
so you
yes.
must have seen those statues
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Bombay,
Yes,
where
yes.
you will see those people wearing those things
Right.
because that was a tradition at that time. People used to wear that.
And,
Even when I was in school, I
hmm,
used to see people walking on the road
hmm.
wearing these traditional dresses. But
Okay.
nowadays we don't see that. Very, very seldom in India also, or maybe in Australia or America also, we don't see them.
Okay.
Only when we go to a fire temple or there is some kind of a some ceremony. At
Hmm,
that time, we see some people wearing it. Other
hmm.
people they wear suit and all that because they changed over the time.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, my feta, I cannot even fit in now,
Uh,
and my dagli also I cannot fit in.
acha, acha,
So
okay.
it's all gone. But I have a picture.
Okay.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can send
Send me
you.
the picture and then, I can take a look at it then.
Mm. There are a
And,
lot of Parsis that have famous in India, like Jamsetji Tata and then JRD Tata, then Ratan Tata right now, and Bombay Dyeing, Vadias,
oh, yeah.
and Godrej.
So,
They are all industrialists because they develop themselves into. Then A.B. Karsetji is a shipbuilder. Sapurji Palanji went into this building construction and all that.
hmm.
Zubin Mehta is a philanthropist, and
Tarparwala too, right?
Philharmonic Orchestra in London. Yes,
That's Zubin Mehta.
so Zubin Mehta, yes,
Yeah. And
you
also,
know him, right? Zubin Mehta,
yeah,
you
yeah,
heard about him.
of course, of course.
Mhm.
It's
Very famous. Yeah,
very famous. And so,
and Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, I was about to tell you about that.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
actually called Farooq Balsara, right?
His name was Farag Balsara, and he
Yeah.
became Freddie Mercury over here.
Yeah.
And we had very too many cricketers also, like Nari Contractor, Polly Umrigar,
Farooq,
then
yeah,
Farak Engineer,
yeah,
Lucy Surti.
yeah.
They were from my school.
Oh, really?
Yes, they were my seniors.
Oh, okay.
They, yeah, Lucy Surti and Nari Contractor and all that. We
Yeah.
have we had their pictures in a school.
Wow.
Like
Okay.
we were, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Nari contractor. I think it was Wes Hall who cracked his skull open.
Yes.
Yeah, that
On the
was,
field
yeah,
because there was no helmet at that
yeah,
time. There was no protection.
yeah. But
All
people,
the protection gears were not there.
Exactly. People relied on the speed of their
Right.
batting, right?
Correct.
Uh,
Yes.
Another thing, Percy, I wanted to ask you was, see, we have a lot of pictures of, say, a mass in a church or a temple ritual and things, but there are nothing. I mean, as far as I know, there's no
Mhm.
information of what goes inside a fire temple. Are you allowed to talk about it?
Ha. Inside the fire temple, we don't have any statues. We have only a fire place where
Not even
where the
the,
fire is burning,
not even
and
Zarathustra's photograph or
the
statue.
photos are there. Photo frames are there.
Okay,
Photo frames are there, but no statues.
okay,
Like Christians, they have statues.
right,
Like Indians, they have statues of God, Ganesh ji, and all that.
right.
But we don't have any statues of our God. Only pictures, only photographs. And Ahura Mazda is our God, and Zoroaster is a follower, is a prophet.
Okay.
Who, yeah. So that is the thing. Fire is sacred. Cow is sacred. Sun is sacred. So we pray to that. And it is said that when they came from Iran, they brought that fire,
Hmm.
and then that fire is still burning. It's just 24/7. The
Hmm.
fire is burning in the temple, which is known as Agyari,
Hmm.
and the bigger one is known as Atash Beram. And only sandalwood is used there, no
Okay.
other wood.
Okay.
Mm. So fire we offer sandalwood only.
Achha,
So the sandalwood has a good aroma, you
right,
know.
right, right. So if there's another fire temple that started, the fire from here goes there.
Yeah, yes. They take the particular fire from that, then they pray on that fire and they start the new one.
Okay.
That's how it goes on.
Okay.
That they do it sacred after they pray on that.
So do you have anything like equivalent to mantras and stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Some of the mantras even have Sanskrit in it. Sanskrit words are there.
That was to be my next question actually, because there's so many. There seems to be a lot of commonality between the Vedic religion and Zoroastrian, because the five elements, like fire, is one of the important elements which you guys
Correct.
also have,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you now talk about the cow, which I never knew, and the sun,
Mm,
the Surya.
mm,
Uh,
yeah. We worship the Surya
yeah.
in the morning
Hmm.
as if like what Hindus do.
Hmm.
Same thing.
Hmm.
Our religion is based on three principles: good thoughts, good words, and good deeds.
Yeah.
If you have good thoughts, then the good words will come out your mouth, and you will be doing good deeds.
Right. So
So that
Manashni,
are the three major principles.
right. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's Manashni, Kavishni, Gunashni. Is that right?
Manashni, Gavasni, Kunashni. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And it is also known as Hummat Ukta Huravasta.
Okay.
Avarasta.
Okay.
See, we don't understand the whole problem is that we don't understand the language in which our books, prayers are there,
Uh-huh.
but we just listen to it, but we do not know the meaning of it.
Okay.
So it is not in Gujarati. It is it is something like a Parsi language
Okay.
that they speak, but very few people know that language. They translate it nowadays. They are showing that in English what that particular thing means.
Okay.
But when we pray, we are not praying in the Gujarati language. We don't pray like in Gujarati language or Sanskrit.
Okay.
Like you guys have Sanskrit language, but
Right.
you understand what the words are in that,
Right.
the
Right.
meaning of that.
Right.
Maybe nowadays, I'm also seeing that your priests, when they pray, then they actually explain the kids in English. What is that meant? Because a lot of kids over here don't even know Sanskrit. So
Yeah.
that
Especially.
is also I have seen that. So same thing. Our Parsi priests now are doing it. They
Ach-
are they are translating in English and telling the kids that this is the meaning of Ashem Vohu and meaning of Athaviryo. So the main prayer in our Parsi is Athaviryo. They
Mhm.
say it's a very secret prayer. If you pray that several times, you have done does the prayers, complete prayers. That is what they say. If you pray that particular phrases.
Okay.
Like in Gita, there are some Gita sloks, that
Right.
people they say quite often.
Right.
But and then our main place of worship is in Uduvada, that is near Sanjan,
Mm-hmm.
because from Sanjan we landed in Sanjan fort.
Hmm.
And from there, we moved into a city named as Udvada,
Hmm.
where Jadi Rana gave us the place. That this is the place where you have to stay and live and worship,
Hmm.
and you have to be in that boundaries. You should not be mingling with our people. No intercaste. So the intercaste marriages was not allowed by them. Maybe or maybe Parsis only didn't went and intermingle. We do not know about it. So that what actually happened at that time.
Right.
Whether it was this king who told us not to intermingle or our priest said not to intermingle. So
Okay.
even that is why Parsis are living in that. And the temple, they say that some people say that if you enter the temple, it is not good for the other people. So we are not allowing and all that. So there is some difference of opinion in that. So we do not know exactly why they are not allowing other people to enter the temple.
Hmm. They also say that Parsis are excellent hosts. You go to the house, you get a great meal.
Yeah, but I don't know. You have to come to my house to do sometimes
Yeah, I know.
for dansa.
I know. I've
For
come.
dansa.
Yeah, that's right. I've heard about that.
Yeah.
And, you guys are very fond of goat meat, which
Foodies. We are foodies and we are good at drinking. You know about a Parsi peg is bigger than a Patiala peg also.
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mm.
And
And in our weddings or Navjot, after the Navjot of wedding is over, the first thing is people rush to the bar. We have an open bar there.
right, right,
And then the food, which consists of everything, fish, mutton, chicken, eggs, everything is there.
right.
And pulao, mutton pulao dar or
Yeah,
chicken pulao. And
but I believe the mutton dishes
so,
are the best.
yeah, mutton dishes are the best. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because in Persia, it is said that people in that land used to eat only lamb and goat, which
right,
was available in plenty over there.
correct.
And with that, and bread. Bread is one of the main food.
Okay,
We don't make chapatis and all that.
right.
We make bread.
Okay,
So the bread has come from that originally from Persia. So the bakeries and everything, the Iranis, they make bread
right. And
and pastries also.
okay, you mentioned that you worship the cow too. So do you guys don't eat beef?
No, we don't eat beef.
Okay, okay,
Normally we don't eat, but nowadays people eat everything. But we eat pork, we eat everything, but not cow. Cow is sacred. So
okay,
we eat. See, there is a difference now. Again, people are saying that okay, we don't eat cow because cow is mother,
right.
and we eat the bull. You know, the bull. We eat the bull, and that is not the sacred thing. So people have got different things, and but normally we don't eat beef
Okay.
because it was said that cow, when Zarathustra was born in a shed,
Hmm.
the cow protected him
Okay.
from the invasion or something like that.
Ah,
So because of that, mm, that is how we started praying to and sacred cow is sacred to us.
okay.
And then we are Aryans. We are not, so we worship sun, not the moon. The
Right.
Muslims, they worship the moon,
Own.
not
Correct.
the sun.
Right.
So
Right.
that is the difference between Parsis and we,
Right.
and more or less our culture, like when you eat Persian food, it is a little sweet.
Hmm.
Like they mix apricots and apples and all fruit inside the lamb or meat.
Hmm.
And we don't do that because we Parsis, we landed in India.
Hmm.
So then we started using those spices over there, Indian spices in our food.
Hmm.
So marination and all that is
Hmm.
done in Indian spices.
Hmm.
So that's how our food taste has also changed.
Hmm.
So in Indian palau dar and Persian palau is totally different. Persian palau means they will put berries and fruits and everything in that. If you have gone in Bombay to Britannica restaurant,
I've heard about
if
it.
you have gone there,
I haven't gone.
yeah. So that Britannica restaurant serves that berry pulao.
Okay.
Berry pulao means those berries are coming. No, like cherries,
Right.
your berries.
Right. Right.
So that palau, when we eat, it is sweet palau. They will put
Oh,
apricots. They will put all these fruits, dry fruits in the pulao.
okay. The act,
Whereas
the
our
actual.
parties, we will put all Hyderabadi masala or like your kind of masalas and all that. Yeah,
Right.
garam masala and all, and
Right.
make palau. So
Actually,
that has changed.
the first biryani came from Iran, right?
Yes, yes. Basically, biryani pulao is all that coming from Persia into Iran, into Muslim. They started doing that because
Right.
the whole religion started from Persia. The Arab people were there, no, so
Mm.
they were also good in this pulao and all, because that was rice and everything was available there.
Mm.
But pulao and all that, we are more bread eaters.
Okay.
Pulao is only on certain occasion that we make. But
Okay.
after coming to India, rice has started because we started eating rice in India and all.
Right. Right. So there
But
are.
if I see my history, if I read history,
Mm.
I come to know that this is what our food was, staple food was.
Okay. There are quite a few Parsis in Pakistan also, I believe. So, how do they
Oh yeah,
are they allowed to practice a religion there?
yeah, yeah. They are allowed to. They are in Karachi,
Uh-huh.
so Lahore, Karachi, Islamabad, all these places. There are. See now, we were the census of 2012
Hmm.
showed that we were 100,000 people around the world.
Wow.
Now we are only 50,000. So we have become a tribe. The nearly new census has showed that we are only 50,000. Now,
Wow.
how do they do it? I don't know. But there are people who are in America, Australia, London,
Hmm.
all these Parsis are there.
Hmm.
But and India, majority of people are in India. There are some in Singapore also. There are some in Malaysia,
Okay.
everywhere, Hong
Okay.
Kong. But
Okay.
most of the Parsis are in India. But
Okay.
slowly, the kids are going out of the country, so
Hmm.
that also is dwindling. And as you know, we Parsis they marry late, and they have hardly one or two kids.
Hmm. Um,
But
the other thing I heard about the problem with a small community is when there is this limited gene pool, there are diseases like cancer which are more prevalent amongst Parsis these days. Is that right? Have you
cancer,
heard about it?
cancer.
Yeah, diseases because
No.
nothing like
No,
that. Okay.
no.
I
There
read
are people that live up to an age of 90, 92.
they,
Parsis, they live long.
sure they
That's,
do. I believe the incidence of
yeah.
cancer is much higher with the Parsi community because of this limited gene pool. That's what I read somewhere. Maybe right, maybe wrong. I don't know.
I have not heard about that, but maybe it is possible. They might be doing some research now, but
Right.
I have not heard about this. That Parsis, I don't know, because as long as I was living in India,
Ah.
and we used to visit Parsi General Hospital, there
Mm-hmm.
will be a lot of old Parsis still lying in the hospital.
Mm.
Maybe they might be having cancer, but we don't even know at that time. Some
Right.
20, 30, 40 years ago,
Yeah. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
don't even know whether they were dying of cancer or other ailments, but they were dying at a very old age.
Yeah. That's true. I've seen.
My my parents, they died at the age of 91 and 92, and both
Okay.
of them died of natural death. So
Okay.
there was no cancer or nothing. Yeah,
Okay. Well, speaking of death, uh, I want to also know a little bit about this Tower of Silence. So,
right. We
and
have Tower of Silence
mm,
where we put the body,
mm,
and we give the body to the vultures.
mm.
Means we donate. We are donators. We donate everything. So they say we are Parsis, and our name is charity.
Yeah, that's it.
So
That's it.
in India, they have done a lot of charities and a lot of donations,
And that was said
and
by nobody.
built a lot of
Yeah. Even like
aquariums and libraries.
Mahatma Gandhi himself said that there's nobody like the Parsi community for charity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The charitable trust is so big that even you won't find very poor Parsis in India also. Nowadays, yes, there is, but earlier the trust used to take care of every Parsi.
Mm.
And you see, recently also, I have heard that Ratan Tata donated 1,500 million dollars or dollars
Mm.
for at Cancer Research Institute and for the pandemic and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
So they are still doing all those charities,
right.
but it is not as it used to be earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because of.
So the Tower of Silence thing is also nowadays it is not that important.
Uh,
People are going for cremation because wherever there is Tower of Silence, that is in Bombay,
mm,
it is on the Hanging Gardens, which
right.
is near like a hill.
Uh,
So earlier nobody wanted to go on that hill because it was very dangerous.
mm,
So the Indian government gave it to us. So we built that Tower of Silence over there.
mhm.
Nowadays it's a posh locality. Nearby high-rise buildings have come,
Okay.
so vultures are not coming there.
Oh boy.
So that
Okay.
is why now a lot of people are going for cremation. And then over here in America, there where we are living, there is
Mm,
no Tower of Silence. So either we have to be buried or we have to be cremated, like
okay.
electric.
Okay. So,
Another thing which I wanted to tell you is that Parsis, like 90% of the Parsis, they never smoke
ah,
because it is against the religion. Yeah,
oh, fire,
because you
fire,
cannot
fire.
because you cannot put fire in your mouth.
Ah,
You cannot. So that is one reason. Maybe it is scientific reason also that you might be having lung cancer and all that if you smoke. But 90% of the Parsis don't smoke. I am one of them.
oh, that's that's fantastic. Yeah.
But
So,
we drink a lot, but we don't smoke.
yeah, and I think if everybody had,
Even if you see about drinking, the Parsis they drink, but you won't see a drunkard Parsi on the road.
that's true. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
never. We won't do that. Yeah.
right. Right.
In our community, we when we get together, maybe we get a little tipsy, but that's it. But never you will find somebody lying on the road or on the gutter
Yeah.
after drinking.
And the other thing, what I've noticed, in fact, I had a Parsi boss when I was working for the airline, and
Mhm.
he used to be so funny, so humorous. I mean, I think you guys are have that humor born in your,
Sense of humor is there. Yeah.
and the kind of humor that you guys
And
you laugh at
we
yourself.
laugh at ourselves. Yeah, we laugh at ourselves. We make jokes on ourselves. So that is the beauty, that is how we are.
So that it serves two purposes. One is it keeps you humble. The second thing is you're
Mhm.
hurting nobody, right? When you when
No,
we,
we don't. Sometimes maybe when we joke, sometimes somebody gets hurt, but normally it is towards us.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you don't
We'll always say that, oh, we have done this or we are doing this.
right,
We are so funny. That's how it is.
right.
You must have seen some Hindi movies earlier where they were always showing Parsis as funny people.
Yeah,
In Indian movies.
yeah. But my sorry about my throat. My experience comes with this boss of mine who was a Parsi, as I told you. He,
Mhm.
I mean, he used to during our business meetings and stuff. That man used to really, really
Yeah, yeah.
keep us laughing.
When it comes to business, then we are very serious. When we are in a party, we become jokers.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
the same guy from 9 to 5, you will see him like in a business uh, thinking.
yeah.
Once he's out 5 o'clock, then we are friends. Then we are joking and everything. But
Right.
I had a boss. I had a boss who would never joke, and he was very serious guy.
Uh huh. Parsi?
Those kind of person, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was, yeah, he was like that. My first boss. But
Must be.
then I had another Parsi boss who was like a friend. So it all depends also on individual.
That's exactly been my experience too. This boss of mine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure.
Means it was always